Yes, people, welcome back to another live stream on the channel, and this is your Game Week 15 preview, and we've got a lot of things to discuss tonight. It could be heated, it could be not heated. We will see, but let's start them people first, and we'll talk about the upcoming games on the weekend. First, we've got Jordan Pickford from Everton. How you doing?
Hold on, wait.
All right, so before we get copyrighted, Ronan, pause that.
Sorry, we get copyrighted. Anyways, what's up, guys? Let's have a nice stream. Don't let Mason in.
We've got Jonathan for the Chelsea side. How you doing, Jonathan?
What's up, man? All right, so what's going on, man? What's up? How's everyone going?
Not bad, man. Not bad. Obviously,
So
we've
good,
got
lad.
Arsenal on the weekend.
Good.
We've got the mighty old Arsenal. So let's see what happens. Talking about Arsenal, let's bring in from their side. Mason, how you doing?
I told you not to let him in.
I'm good, man. I'm good. No, Ronan, man, it's fine because Mason discussed it on his Instagram live, and I listened to it all. So we'll see how it goes. We've got the calls. Hardeep, how you doing?
Yes, guys. How you doing?
Yeah, not
That's
bad.
him.
Not
Big
good.
ups.
We've got another fan from the Chelsea side, JPT. How you doing?
Doing good, man. How y'all doing today?
Not bad.
Talking that Marseille pack.
From the Arsenal side, we've got Manny. How you doing, Manny?
Yep, all good. I do not want to have another situation where my mic is mute and I'm talking, you can't hear me. It's one of the most embarrassing things. But happy to be here, happy to be alive, happy to be in good company, and looking forward to the weekend.
Walk out.
And I don't know if he's still there. Toby, how you doing, Toby?
I'm good, bro.
Good. Let's go through the comments before we get on to the big games.
Wait, before we start, lads, can I just say Ryan Gill saw my Instagram story. That is my flex.
Really?
Nice.
I reposted it.
He plays for the wrong team, though. He plays for the wrong team, but
piss off. He's a baller. All right, we can start.
But yeah, let me go for the comments. Big up Football Ferrer. Hope you're doing well. Dan Day says, "Common, you." I'm not gonna say that. Yeah. How am I saying it, man? I'm joking.
Nobody cares.
Guided Time Podcast. Smash the likes. You know what it is, man. You heard it here. Mason out, rolling in. Hardeep in the dark like Hardeep. Yeah, and Hardeep in the dark like Ronaldo. 100%. But we're not talking about Ronaldo first. We're not talking about Arsenal Chelsea. And let's hear Mason, you can sit back. Mason, just sit back. Let the Chelsea fans start.
End of an era.
JPT, you start first.
Oh, man. Today.
Whoa.
Oh, what's that?
Oh, gosh. Wait. What's that?
Toby.
What is happening?
Toby, too. Yep, go on.
Good? Okay.
Yeah.
It's just the day. It's the London Derby, or I'm calling the Alba Derby right now. It's not personal as of now. But this is going to be an interesting thing to watch. I know two different teams from the last season. So we're going to see what's going to happen. But we're going to go to the preview soon. But I want to see what does Jonathan think of this match right now.
Jonathan, let's go to you.
Guys, yeah, a little nervous. I'm not going to lie. The last few years, Arsenal has the last 4 out of 5. They've beaten us, so yeah, nervous. But I feel if we play well, we're gonna beat you guys. Yeah.
Mate, the stream started. The stream just started.
The stream has started.
Yeah. What do you think, Mason?
Don't get him rattled up.
This Mason have minerals.
Bro, I'm just sitting back waiting for you Chelsea fans to ramble on. I see Roman, the Tottenham fans, finally come back out.
Who's Roman?
Hiding. But less about them, the better. I was expecting a tougher game than Tottenham gave us. Stamford Bridge, we went there last couple of years, wiped the floor. But this one's going to be different, obviously. I think the pressure's on Aubameyang and you lot, really. But that's just my opinion. Like I said in the chats and that, I'm just gonna sit back, let you guys do all the talking.
Yeah, you see me in the chats. I'm just minding my business.
Let me hear Manny from the Arsenal side. Manny, how are you feeling for this game?
Should be a cracker. Has all the makings of being another classic contest between North London's finest and West London's best.
I think there's going to be a VAR disappointment in this game. I can feel it.
There's going to be. It could be.
Yeah.
It could be that Aubameyang fails to score, but Chelsea succeeds. It could be that Aubameyang scores and Chelsea loses. There's no way to predict this game. And both teams, of course, are coming into this game on the back of success in Europe, although Chelsea probably were better value for their success against Zagreb than we were for our success against Zurich. But hey, we both topped our European groups, both through to the next round. Life seems to be good. We're still top of the league, but we have our squad depth simply isn't good enough. And you know, this could be a game where if we're not careful and if we don't take it seriously, we could very well be found out. And one thing about Graham Potter, he came out after the Brighton game and said he made a dreadful mistake picking the formation he did. So I saw that, Hanno. What you reckon, son? He who laughs last laughs longest. Remember that.
London's finest versus London shitter. Okay.
Hanno, unless you're on the panel, don't make it harder for us, man. We got more defending to do now.
Yeah. I mean, it's the ironic thing is that there are 2 Arsenal fans and 2 Chelsea fans right now. I'm actually going for a 2-2 draw because knowing Chelsea as well as I do, knowing Potter as well as I do, he will be determined to put things right. I think he might possibly decide to ditch the back 3 in favor of a back 4 because injuries will dictate that could happen. And so it'll be up to us to see how we can, negate all of that. Zakaria performed quite well in the Champions League. I think he will start. How Partey and Xhaka will come up against him will define the game in question. It could very well be that they may cancel each other out. And it will also be up to our strikers, Jesus and Martinelli, to see if we can do the business. Saka should be back fit. This could very well have the makings of a really tight game, and I am predicting a 2-2 draw, which reflects the number of Chelsea and Arsenal fans on the panel tonight. So I'm looking forward to it. Sunday, noon kickoff, I think. Always a cracker.
Yeah, let's get to the neutral perspectives. How do you see this game going on Sunday?
I could see it being 2 ways. Either an Arsenal win or Chelsea win. Even though a draw could be really real possibility, I'm predicting a 1-0 Chelsea win. If you look at it from a tactical point of view, Graham Potter, I think he's got more flexibility than Arteta, even though Arsenal are actually top of the league. If you look at the game against Zagreb, in the way he actually identified his mistakes tactically, he doesn't have an acumen of Arteta, yes, but you've also got to have a look at the quality of Chelsea as well. Chelsea can certainly win this game. And with Aubameyang, he needs that service. Arsenal, on the other hand, and a great run in the moment, top of the league, finished first in the Europa League group. They need to be really resilient from a mentality perspective. If they want to win the Premier League, it's got to be really progressive as such. So I'm saying 1-0 win Chelsea.
Yeah, interesting. Ronan, try to be unbiased as possible, obviously, Arsenal and Chelsea.
Mate, you already know what I'm going to say. Let's just be real. I don't really care how the game goes. I don't care. The 2 teams that's first rivals, so I don't care how it goes. Actually, I kind of want Chelsea to win, but to be honest with you, I don't care. I don't really care.
Okay.
Rivals, I think it's gonna be 2-1, but honestly, I don't care. Like I said,
you're like Haaland in interviews, just saying I don't care and this and that.
Holland, if I grow out my hair, you guys can call me Holland now. So
well, you know that Tom Davies from Everton, anyways. But Toby, let's go into review. Your thoughts. Obviously, Ronan said he doesn't care. Surely,
I don't care. Fans, seriously,
we want Arsenal fans. We need Arsenal to crumble. But what do you think, Toby? What do you think is going to happen?
Say you don't care too, please.
Well, the truth is, I really don't care, but
Yes,
but I really have to say
yes,
something. But
my
the
man.
thing is, for the fact that if I'm trying to be unbiased, actually, I think Arsenal have a better chance because you look at the Arsenal team and they've been consistent. They've been on a good run, and they've been proving doubters wrong, tactically wise, and there's this kind of, will I say, unity, and there's a flexibility in the squad right now, and Arsenal believe they can. You see their Europa League game, the momentum, the team, like it's a different team entirely. And Chelsea, if you look at their last 2-3 games or thereabout, I think they struggled. So they will definitely have a mountain to climb when they face this Arsenal team. And Arsenal are they're actually in the Emirates, so we can imagine how it's gonna be. It's gonna be
Right,
class.
It's the other way
Stamford
around.
Bridge. Yeah, Stamford Bridge.
At the bridge.
Yeah, it's at the bridge.
Okay, it's at the bridge. Okay, fine. So regardless, I think Arsenal should be able to, they should win 1-0. 1-0.
Hannah says, boo, Toby, because obviously you're backing Arsenal.
Oh,
Big
man.
up,
Listen.
Toby.
I think this is going to be an interesting game. For me, again, stupid time, 12 o'clock on Sunday. What on earth is that timing, man? For me, this season, the timing of the league games have been a disgrace, in my opinion.
It's just because of the World Cup. It's how the World
true,
Cup.
true.
Like
That's
that's why
very
we had.
interesting.
It's how we had games on Wednesday. I think that interferes with the World Cup, but honestly, I'm not sure. I think that's why.
Yeah, for me, I think the Premier League, they don't care about fans. It's just simple. They don't care about fans. 2 o'clock is what it is. But listen, I think Arsenal will win this. Sorry, Chelsea fans. I think Arsenal will win this because if you have a man like Nketiah, bloody Nketiah scoring 2 goals. Car park.
Who?
Was it last season?
Last
That's
season,
the
but I
thing,
know,
that's the thing.
I know,
It's not
I know
even
it's last
Nketiah.
season, but get me wrong, it's different. It's different compared to last season, this season. But listen, Potterbull, we're gonna see that against Brighton, so I think it may come to effect.
Is Reece James back?
No, he's not back.
No, he won't. But
He's
let's
not
just-
back. Chilwell's not
They'll
back.
probably play
He's not back.
Cucurella left centre back again. I know Potter needs to stop doing that. It's annoying. I'm not sure.
I think one was
Four
back,
at the
one
back.
back four. That's
Four
actually
at
has
the
to be.
back.
If
If he
I
plays
see a
the
back
way-
three,
He's actually annoying me. I don't know.
if I see a back three, I'm not watching the game.
As a neutral fan, he annoys me because Chelsea fans have been saying, Potter, stop playing Cucurella left centre back. He still continues to do it. For me, he needs to stop doing that, man. You're making mistakes. I mean, you did it against United and you took him off for, I think it was Coventry for 5 minutes.
For a game, we were dominant side in transitions. We
We were
still
dominant
win
until
3-4.
Coventry just came on, yeah. And then obviously we saw what happened when
exactly.
Tomine gave away the penalty. It is what it is. But Arsenal will win this 2-1. I think Arsenal this season, they've been brilliant, man. It hates me to see they've been brilliant this season. The football that they've been playing. I mean, they didn't play the good football against us. It is what it is. But listen, Arsenal will win this game. I just had to say it. 3-1.
Oh, jeez.
Ten Hag won it. Ten Hag will. But no, Arsenal will win this game. I think. You know what? Xhaka's going to have a solid performance. Someone say I think Xhaka's going to have a solid performance.
You know,
But-
you
always
look at-
saw assists.
Yeah.
you look at the Arsenal team.
You're going.
You look at the Arsenal team, like they have more informed players compared to Chelsea, actually. Chelsea, most of their players are quite injured. You look at Arsenal, they have more players. The Saka, the Shaka. You can think about that, but Chelsea, they will rely heavily on maybe Mount. Aubameyang, let's be honest. Aubameyang is not really in form. Like
Charles,
that
yeah.
mojo. He hasn't gotten that mojo back. So it's definitely going to be a hell of a job for Chelsea. There's no striker actually for them.
Oh, 100%. Listen, for me, they rely heavily on Shai Havertz, in my opinion, as well. Is what it is. But Havertz, I'm
James
expecting him
Charles.
to.
I mean,
James
Sterling's
Charles,
got form as well. Sterling,
man. He needs to play wing back. He is not a wing back.
I think
player.
we have-
If he stops playing wing back, he can actually do something. But he has to also stop, having possession too long in the box. He doesn't let go. When he does find someone, you never know if they're gonna make it or not. That's why we don't have clinical finishers right now. And I think it was Toby that said it. The biggest thing is I don't know who predicted a 1-0. Was it Hardy? You said we're gonna win 1-0. Where are we gonna keep that clean sheet though? That's the thing that I worry about. It's gonna be goals. Because it's not even Kepa. It's Espilicueta versus Martinelli. That's the matchup that Chelsea fans have to worry about.
playing. He
Because,
should not be playing. He should not be playing.
Who else is going to play right center back, or who's going to play right back?
I think it would be Trev. I think that if they do, they would play back four. They put Cucurella left back,
Yeah.
Trev right back, and then Koulibaly and Silva in the middle, and then play four in the back, and then have three in the midfield. That's the only way we're gonna beat them. We can't do the 3-2. We're gonna get cooked. We'll get cooked.
Well, with them,
we don't have to win,
sacrificing.
I mean,
we're
let's
going
not
to
forget-
sacrifice speed in the center back thing.
You can play
And you with
4-4-3
Jesus right now.
What about 4-4-3? What happened to that? Todd Bowley. Todd Bowley said 4-4-3. What happened to that, man? Come on.
What happened to Glazer's up? He's still in, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Probably
but that's
Glazers
the
do that as
thing.
well.
Yeah.
But yeah, does anyone have their last thoughts on this game? And then we'll move on to-
4-4-3. Isn't that 12 players?
Yeah, it's part of the joke.
Oh.
Yeah, 'cause Todd
Well, for me,
Oh.
I'll keep an eye on the
It's
Bobby.
because Ronan, Todd
Oh.
Bowley, Joe's owner wanted Tuchel to play that. That's why. But anyways,
Yeah.
enough of
My
Tommy
fault.
Tuchel.
I ruined it. I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. Flair will clip you up anyways. That's a clip done. That's 2 clips already.
There you go.
Any last thoughts, guys, on this game? Any red cards? You guys think anyone will get a red card? How did it go?
For me, I'd say keep an eye on the Aubameyang. I think Aubameyang will be really influential in this game. He's got points.
Imagine he scores, celebrates in front of Arteta's face.
Probably will.
Oh,
He will.
Does-
If he
does-
scores,
does a
it's not going to be in
front
front of the Arsenal fans. It's going to be in front of
No. Here's the thing. I mean, I'm going to sort of end this discussion by talking about this. There was a promo that was done. It's obviously one of the it was one of the trending things on Twitter, and obviously got quite a few Arsenal fans hot under the collar, pun intended.
Right.
And basically, what he said was, Arsenal, it's nothing personal. I'm back. I'm blue, and I'm ready. So
It's the facts.
look, he once a gunner, always a gunner, no matter what. Even if it's Ashley Cole, I know he deserves the scorn from us for the way he conducted himself. But look, he was decent for us. He was a part of our invincible season, and he did do some good things with us. Went on to do better things at Chelsea, but. You know, we can respect a person for his contribution to the club, but Aubameyang loved us, and I think he will behave with class and dignity. If he were to do that, let's also not forget that his manager would make it crystal clear that that sort of behavior is unacceptable. Because, you know, Potter, I don't know him as well as maybe you do, but my idea is that he will be a no-nonsense coach. He won't stand for any of that sort of stuff, because that would be an example of a player making it all about himself and not the team, and Potter will not stand for that, in my opinion. So I don't think there'll be any rude celebrations. It'll just be, I mean, we might see a backflip, but that's pretty much...
I will say this, Manny. That the reason, I mean, Alba doesn't have any problems with the Arsenal fans. He loves them to death. But, you know, a lot of these fans, like, I don't know if it's the same thing in Europe or especially England, but when you see rivalries like in the States, like you name any sport, they'll have like a little tussle, they'll have like a little beef to get the fans going. But it's just they're all cool. They're all like they don't hate each other. Players don't hate each other, and especially with Alba, like if anything, it's just to stir up like the talk and stir up they think. But
yeah,
and so if it's gonna happen, but not out of hate, but he also has something to prove to Arteta. You know, this is gonna be showing out that like this is what you dropped, but. Don't be surprised. If Arsenal pull out the result and Arteta has the last laugh. But I think at the end of the day, Alba just wants to get that flip in front and also let it talk on the media. Hashtag not personal.
To be honest, just to add on what you're saying is I do think BT as well has made it a little bit more of a obviously it was a promo for them and they've obviously exaggerated it a bit more as they would, of course. So I do think I respect Abba for everything that he's done for Arsenal. He's now a part of Chelsea. Fair play to him. I'm expecting him to score tomorrow, Sunday, should I say? I'm expecting it because that's what happens. But end of the day, I do either think that it could be a 2-2 draw, or it could be 2-1 Arsenal.
Yeah,
but
fair enough.
I do expect Abba to score, and I do expect a little front flip. Not in front of our fans, though. I don't think it will get down. Not even in front of Arteta. I don't even think it will get down to that. I just think it will be a normal little front.
The arrogance if you do that.
Massives, and that will be it. You know what I mean?
He'll have more conversation online and all over more headlines if he does.
Yeah, of course, man. It's just the thing is they've built this game up, but there's no need to build it up over Aubameyang versus Arteta. It's already a massive game because it's Chelsea versus Arsenal. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's always there, but it's like if you could put a cherry on top of it, why not? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's all they've done. And that's where I'm thinking, you know what? I'm happy with Aubameyang for what he's done with Arsenal. He left to Barcelona. Things never worked out at Barcelona. He would have loved to stay, but Barca wanted him gone. At the end of the day, he's a professional footballer. Where's he going to go? Chelsea's offered him a contract, big money. I'm going to go to Chelsea. London, fantastic. West London,
absolutely.
It's not like it was directly too. That's the thing.
Exactly. I don't have no problems with him. I think he's a fantastic player, and he's got an Arsenal tattoo. So you know what I mean. He still beat you guys in the FA Cup. One of the best moments for me.
We're here, Toby.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Toby.
So I said he played well actually at Barcelona.
I love that.
The FA Cup. Go ahead, Toby.
The truth is, I think, Barcelona wanted him out because, Lewandowski came in and check his goal tally. He actually did a great job at Barcelona, actually. And yeah, it was since when Lewandowski arrived, actually, I think that was the beginning of, Lewandowski's possible exit of the club. And unfortunately, it didn't work out well for him he's not working out well for him right now at Chelsea. But he's a prolific striker. Let's not forget, he should have stayed at Barcelona if Lewandowski, decided to stay put at Bayern Munich, actually. So he's a good striker.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing.
Marseille's tears.
Jesus Christ. We're not even talking about that, Ronan. Let Manny talk.
Yeah, and I will say, finally, on Aubameyang, the fact that he left Barcelona and Barcelona out of the Champions League, now falling into the Europa League, and Chelsea is still in the Champions League, and you're in the... And Chelsea are in the Champions League, going to the last 16. He dodged a bullet. Let me tell you that.
He's at the last laugh.
You know what? When we go on to right now, we're about to go to Man United, but I really, really want Barcelona. I don't know if it's me or Hardy, but I really want them. Because there's one player in particular. There's one player in particular for Barcelona midfield that said, "Oh,
FDJ baby."
FDJ. Let's go to Let's go to the next game, and it is a good evening for everyone. Aston Villa versus the mighty Reds, the Ten Hag's Red Army. Hardy, man, let's hear your thoughts, man. Are you confident? Are you going to back us?
I'm very optimistic that we will get a win. However, given the fact that it's Aston Villa, they've got Emery. He's a really, really elite tactician. And if we can overcome those frailties, and especially in midfield against Louise, McGinn, even with Kamara, who's back as well,
I think McGinn's on great.
It's really essential. Even without Bruno Fernandes, it could be really, really risky. However, Donny van der Beek, he needs to regain that sharpness. We need support for the likes of Rashford. Even Anthony could possibly be back as well.
Even Ronaldo
as well. But we need to think about this collectively as a team. We need to structure the right philosophy, the right system to beat Villa. If we beat Villa, that was so significant. I'm predicting a 2-1 win.
Yeah. I'll have my thoughts and I'll get on to Toby. For me, listen, this is a huge game, man. Huge game for Manchester United. For me, the atmosphere is going to be electric at Villa Park, man. The manager bounce, Emery. For me, I do think United will win this game, but for me, I just want to see how we play without Bruno Fernandes. Because obviously, every United fans have been saying Bruno needs to get dropped. He needs to get dropped. He's been playing poor. So now, see, you got suspended because he picked up 5 yellow cards. So now we'll see. For me, I told Hardy in the back room. For me, I think it'll be Donny as a 10 and then Eriksen, Casemiro as midfield. But we need to win this game. The boys have to turn up, man. But yeah, I do think we'll win our same score prediction like Hardy. I think we will win 2-0. It won't be easy. But first goal for me, it depends on how the injury updates are for us. Obviously, with Martial, Anthony, and Sancho, it depends. But however, it's looking unlikely that they will feature. So for me, I'm only saying 2-0. Toby, let's go to you. How are you feeling for this game?
Well, definitely Manchester United should be able to win. Ten Hag always say something: consistency. They have to replicate their performances week in, week out, week in, week out. And for the past 2, 3 game weeks now, we've seen maybe in England or in Europe, I think the lads have shown the determination and they've shown resilience in pushing for a result. And I think Manchester United should be able um, to win regardless. We all know Bruno will not play, but I think Ten Hag should be able to fix that sort of problem. Probably he could play Ericsson as a 10, and you could still get Donny van der Beek in, or you can get Scott McTominay or Fred. We still have options actually, and you know who knows, Garnacho could actually be rewarded to start. We have a lot of options and I'm sure Ten Hag is definitely going to have this selection headache. But overall, I think the Villa team they've been frail. They've not really been, you know, performing to the expectation. The normal Aston Villa we all know of. They just had a good coach coming now, but it's definitely going to take time before they adjust and adapt. Recall Emery he had actually beaten us before in the Europa League, but this is a different scenario. This is England. This is a new team. This is a new set of players and everything. So it's definitely going to take time. And I think Villa have slight injury problems, which we should be able to take advantage of that. I think Martinez, the goalkeeper, he has been brilliant, but according to
We'll
what
talk
I
about
read,
Al Martinez. Let's talk about the butcher of Manchester, Lissandro
yeah,
Martinez. Yeah, I need
he's superb.
everyone,
Well
excluding
played.
the United fans, I need everyone to put some respect on his name because Ronan, I remember you putting a photo of him in the lineup when he was Edison Bergeron, him being
He
short.
fucking
Tire
carried on.
clear.
Apologize.
Tire clear.
For me, listen, I'm going to say one thing. Everyone has said about that. Ten Hag playing Maguire striker. For me, in my opinion, this is a message.
Masterclass.
This is a message from Ten
And
Hag.
aside that, I
Yeah.
think what Ten Hag did was, it would be an error to put in Maguire as a
We need
defender
the
as of that
Fellaini,
time,
man.
because
We need
he
the
could
Fellaini,
actually
yeah.
concede a goal. He could actually commit an own goal, or he could commit a foul, because we've known Maguire to be that kind of player. So instead of taking that risk, I think the risk was well played, for him to play him as a striker. Fine, we know he's trying to send a message to the board, but you can't play in a crucial match. You can't play Maguire at your defense, because he could commit a foul and probably cause a penalty or cause a crucial set piece that could cause the team.
The comments
So Ten
Mason.
Hag actually, he decided to play him as a striker. We all know he's sending a message actually to the board, but that was a tactical,
100%. For me, in my opinion, I'll get to Hardeep's point. For me, this is a message from Ten Hag saying to the board, right? I don't have depth in the attack. I'm playing Maguire as a striker because I need a bloody striker in January. So that's why he played Maguire as a strike for him to say a message to the board saying you didn't buy me a striker in the summer window. So you know what? I don't have no depth. I might as well play Maguire as a striker. For me, listen, this is why I've been saying that I'm Glazers out forever. Now I don't change my opinion on that because they don't back the manager, man. We needed a right back and a striker, and they still couldn't get that.
And
For me, there's a lot of
A
flip-flops.
right
There's a lot of
back. You guys
flip-flops in
don't
the
need a
fan base.
right back now. You guys got
No, we need a
Dalot.
right back because if you look at the lot, he's gonna get tired. He's
gonna burn out, fatigue.
He's gonna burn out.
And when
now
Bissaka hits to go,
he needs to go. And who do we have right back, man? We need Frimpong. In my opinion, we need to go get that Frimpong or whoever Ten Hag wants.
What about
Go
Laird?
Go get a striker. Who? Ethan Laird.
Yeah, Laird. What about?
I mean, I think it's too young for. I mean, I'm not
that's
sure.
10
man.
August was. That's
Hardy,
10
let's get your views because I've seen a lot of people saying Ten Hag's playing Maguire's striker to take the piss and all that. So, what's your thoughts on that, Hardy?
For me, I think you're definitely right. I think it's definitely employed to actually sign the strike in January. You don't know with his owners. You don't know with how we operate as a club. And structurally, we're a joke. We're a joke. What do we have? We only have bankers at the club who are really, really beating them. We're only specialists and also really competent owners. Right now, with his philosophy at the club, We aren't going anywhere. We aren't going to progress until the guys go sell the sell. We'll be really driven to win. Still a risk after all. I think we aren't going to sign anyone January.
Yeah, I'm gonna go through the comments because I think I missed some of them. So, JBT, we were right about Christian Pulisic, aka Super Captain America. Rolling in the mud. Aubameyang winner. Hopefully. Good evening, Huddersfield Town. Big up Ryan, man. Hope you're doing well.
We got Ryan.
Ashley Cole, he is the best. He is the best. Ryan, it is good evening. Hano says that he's got. Listen, Mason, I'm going to do a match review after the game, and I'm going Hano on, so let's wait for that. Big up, Graham, as always. Big up, official D Origin Football. King Marnie to the Don Jones. And the last comment from Traps. Big up yourself. Ericsson in a 10. Big Nutch Rush, yeah, smell. Listen, mate, I know you're a massive fan of Rashford, but what did he do when he came on? What did Rashford? Listen, people, you know how fans want to go on about, he scored 100 goals. Listen,
It's 70 years.
we need to understand. Rashford will still never be good enough for this football club. He's still, for me, Rashford, I've always said, it's consistency for him. I do not have an agenda. It's consistency for him because he find 100 goals, good award, but I want trophies rather than getting 100 goals. For me, it's the trophies. That's more important than at the end of the day. Rashford, for me, this season, I don't know how to sum it up, Hardy. How would you sum up this season? Because obviously he's been getting the goals, but it's just consistency that Man United fans have been asked for. But I don't know, man. What's your thoughts, Hardy?
Do you know what, Oris? I actually agree with you. You've actually summed it up perfectly. He's hit and miss, really. Inconsistent, consistent. Don't know what to expect from Rashford. If you look at his heading ability, his final ball, decision making, it's actually quite improved quite a lot this season. But it's about progressing as a footballer. He needs to evolve. He's 25 years old. It's not 23 anymore. These people.
Yeah, Toby, are you a Rashford fanboy?
Yeah, I love Rashford actually, but I think his problem had been that confidence, and the previous manager definitely Ragnick made it clear he wasn't in his plan. He preferred using Elanga that period, but Ten Hag has come in now, and he has changed the system, the atmosphere, and you can see he's bringing out the best in a lot of players, and the players around Rashford. Rashford is the kind of player that he needs top players. He needs top players around him. When you have a player like KDB, you have KDB, someone like the Cancelo, that'll be able to to give you the ball when you need it, and you be in the right position at the right place. I think that's what Rashford needs, and we can actually see what is going on now. We've seen Martinez make some kind of some accurate crosses. We've seen Ericsson, some of these lads, Casemiro. We've seen the progression of the ball hitting Rashford, and on the counter, he takes good use of it. So I think he's having the right player around him that will give him that confidence. That's his problem, and we are beginning to see a revived Rashford. And I can tell you, he will get both goals and assists, double figures this season.
Okay.
If I can offer something as a neutral point of view, I'm just taking a look at the stats for both Rashford and Gabriel Martinelli. In 8 seasons with Manchester United, Rashford has 100 goals. In 4 seasons with Arsenal, Martinelli has 23. Who would you take out of the two, Orist and Hardeep and Toby?
That's the question. I'd say right now, if you look at Martinelli, his work rate off ball, it's fantastic. For you guys, he's been so integral. And with Rashford, he does need to improve his mentality of it. Right now, I'd say Martinelli.
Orist?
He's doing those mind games, Money's in those mind games. Listen, if we're talking about right now, I would have to say Martinelli, but overall as a player, listen, these stats, man. Money, what are you trying to do mind games on me, man? These stats. What are you trying to say?
You could argue that would Martinelli fit in Ten Hag's system, would he?
Martinelli would suit in Ten Hag's system, JBT. He would cook, man. Martinelli would cook. Obviously, I don't know about you.
I'm trying to give you some help, man. Come on.
JBT, man, just give me all your attackers, man. Except for Mason Mount. Just give me all of them. But nah, on the real, I think obviously Rashford. our take. But listen, I like skillful players that will take on his man, not be selfish. So probably
But
Martin.
versatility or recreate as well.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. Well, with Sancho as well. Sancho's exactly that. It's all about confidence.
But Manny, go on. You want to say something?
Yeah, so not really saying anything, but you've given me your answers, I think, to the question. Toby, what about you, Rashford or Martinelli?
Well, judging by this season and current form, actually, I think I'll go with Rashford. He has been superb like this season. Jokes apart, Rashford.
Okay, so if I could just come in as with a neutral perspective, I rate Marcus Rashford very highly. Ever since his breakthrough tournament at Euro 2016, I knew he would go on to be a class player for you boys. He's already equaled his goal tally in the Premiership right now in less than half the games he played last season. And last season, of course, he had a lot of issues with so many off-the-field controversies, the whole, the political issues he had. He still scored, I mean, in his 3 seasons before that, he scored 11, 17, and 10 goals in the Premiership, a grand total of 38 in 3 seasons. So now he's scored 4 in 12, not even played half the Premier League games. He scored 3 goals in Europe this season, 1 goal last season. So look, all I'm saying is, people say that we shouldn't be quick to, judge Arsenal's season based on the fact that the season hasn't even reached its halfway point yet. I mean, we have fans singing we're top of the league, Super Mick Arteta knows exactly what we need and all that rubbish. But the season's halfway. The season's halfway now, but Rashford has already shown signs of improving. I believe Ten Hag has got the best out of him. I rate him very highly, and I can say this as an Arsenal fan. There was a point when if you were to offer him to me as an Arsenal fan, I'd say bye. Definitely him over Eddie Nketiah, let me tell you that.
I agree.
Yep, 100k a week
Definitely.
for that? No, thank you. Give me Rashford any day.
Very on Reece Shetland as well. On Reece Shetland.
Yeah.
Oh,
exactly. You don't need to remind me that. I'd sooner. Yeah, let me say this right now, and I'll finish. I'll just have this say. I would sooner have Rashford at Arsenal than Eddie Nketiah. But from what I've heard so far, he might be signing a new contract with you guys. He might complete 10 years.
I think we have that 1 year extension.
Yeah, so he obviously will feel as though he has a role to play at Manchester United. Ten Hag clearly rates him and has made it very clear that he wants him to be his main man and will give him the confidence, but has also told him that this season could be his last chance. And Rashford has responded to a man and performed very well so far. So, look, do not knock him. I say you've got a diamond with you right now. Treat him well. Ronaldo's going to leave at the end of this season. Rashford might be all you have. That's all I'm going to say.
Chelsea fans, JPT and Jonathan, would you guys take Rashford for your chat?
Oh, I think you said Ronaldo first. Like I heard the R. I mean, I would take Rashford. He's that's the thing. Yeah, he like you said, Oris. He's inconsistent, but how he's developing under Ten Hag. Like you said, by next season, we could see a whole new player. You could see him fully develop and fit into the spot once Ronaldo leaves too. It's just going to help his boost. If anything, if you guys need to get rid of a player, it should be Sancho. But that's just I don't know. I mean, how much he costs again, or what he's put out, but
72 million. 72 million pounds.
And the memes that have been coming out with him, the Allison stats, the Reece stats, was it Reece Nelson? Yeah, Reece Nelson. How in one game just already caught up with him. But Rashford, you do have something good with Rashford. You should keep him. It's a split between the fans.
100%. Jonathan, would you take Rashford at Chelsea?
Yeah.
Don't take anyone at this point. Don't take William back. But yeah,
I would. No, I would. Even though he should be better. I know even as he has 100 goals, whatever Premier League goals, he's been inconsistent. He has been inconsistent. He needs to get more consistent, but the talent is there, man. Like, that guy, he has speed, he has the skill, he has all those attributes to be a fantastic player. He just needs to do it. I know I commend him for all his, his off the field stuff that he's done, all the the awards that he's won and everything. He just needs to concentrate on football now, man, and just become the player that everyone expects him to become. That's my feeling. So You know?
100%. Big up onto the ball. This is your big up to you. Trap says Rashford Martinelli, I'll take Garnacho. For me, listen, big up Garnacho, man. For me, listen, I think he's the first young player to score in the Europa League. I think it's non-English, non-English player. Yes, it's true. So big up Garnacho. But we will talk before we move on. Obviously, there was news with the Porto keeper Costas extending his contract, but for me, I still think we can get him next year. But Hardy, what's your takes on that? Are you concerned? Are you?
You guys didn't even ask me if Spurs would take Rashford, and the simple answer is no.
Ronnie, he goes over the Harry Kane.
Why?
You see Harry Kane dancing, mate. Harry Kane can't even dance, mate. So you will take Rashford.
You can.
But Hardy, are you concerned that
you never asked me, by the way?
Well, personally, I'd say with Diego Costa, I'd say do not rule it out. If you look at his contract situation, even though he's actually sent to around 2023 to around 2027, there's definitely a release clause in there, around about 75 million euros, for about less than 65 million pounds. But I think we should definitely get him. But you never know with the owners. We never know where these Paris going. We don't know.
Probably think Jordan Pickford's better, Hardy.
Oh, so yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, no, we can hear you. I said they'll probably think Pickford's better. But now listen, with the Glazers, Hardy is right. I've never ever trusted them. But I'm just saying, Costa does look like a Ten Hag keeper. But at the end of the day, Ten Hag is the one that's involved in those transfers. But let's move on because I don't roll in to be sad. We will talk about the Spurs game. Spurs versus Liverpool. Roland, man, talk to me. Well, obviously, you finished top of the group in the Champions League. Players are celebrating like they won it, the Champions League. But what's your thoughts?
We're gonna get smacked.
What?
We're gonna get smacked. No Son. I don't know if.
Mate, Kulizeski is back. What's going on? You got Conte. You got Benton.
I'm telling Bobby, Ronan. I'm telling Bobby.
Man, I need Deji on, man. I need that Deji hat, man. For me,
Black
Spurs, man.
We never show up against big games.
What? You beat them last season.
Yeah, last season. We had Son. We had Son. We had Son.
Confident of being the shit.
Ronan, if anyone should be nervous, it's the Chelsea fans right now. I mean, you're going against the Liverpool side that's not looking great.
Yeah.
What I mean, you guys are.
Look at Mason's face. Look at
This is the time to beat them, man. This is the time to beat them.
It's going to be a game of inconsistencies. This game is a game of inconsistency. You never know what you're going to get with Spurs. You never know what you're going to get with Liverpool.
If you want to watch two shit teams, and there you go. Sunday, that's the right day for you guys.
Don't watch two shit teams.
I
go watch
think
Spurs.
Go watch
Arsenal.
Man. I think
go watch Arsenal, Chelsea.
I think Spurs will win this game. Obviously, Kulizeski. You know what? I think Conte should play Perisic in the front three, in my opinion. That's what he should play, but I don't know if he'll do that. Hardy, let's go on to you. Do you see Spurs winning? Obviously, do you understand why Ronan is a bit sad?
Yeah, I actually understand your frustrations, Ronan, but if you look at Liverpool as well, I wouldn't really underestimate them. With Núñez being formed, he looks like a real lively player as well. I wouldn't actually rule out Mohamed Salah being influential in this game. Trent as well, Van Dijk, Konate, their team, even though they're something like, it'll be a huge test for you guys. Yeah. So I think it will be a Liverpool win, personally, for me.
Wait, hold on. Since we're playing at the lane, I might switch up.
Oh, here we go. Why are you flip-flopping now, man?
It's not even the lane.
Why are you flip-flopping now?
Anyway.
Come on, mate. You've got to back your team, though. Where's
back your team rolling, man?
I'm backing up my team right now.
You weren't before.
Antonio. Come on, man. Where's the chart? Sing
play the anthem. Don't make me play the anthem.
We can't get copyrighted, though.
Nah, don't get copyrighted, man.
Chill out, man. But no, Jonathan.
He's holding your stream hostage.
Jonathan, what's your thoughts?
I think Liverpool's going to beat them. Actually, I think Liverpool's going to beat them. Actually,
I'm bold.
I think Son is going to be a big miss. That's going to be a big miss for Spurs, and I think.
Right.
I think.
But I mean,
Liverpool-
that's like Liverpool. They don't have they don't have Sadio Mane. That's a big loss for them as well.
I mean, yeah.
but they're not
I just
gonna
feel.
score.
I think Liverpool has to win now. Liverpool has to win now. They can't drop any more points, man. They got to get on. They want to make
Nor
Champions
can
League.
we.
They
We
got to go on
can't
the
drop
run.
that many points either.
Yeah,
We can't have
Newcastle's creeping up.
Newcastle going ahead of us, man. You know how embarrassing that is.
I mean, Newcastle's been playing good though. I won't say that's embarrassing. It's just they've been
Sure.
playing really good. I mean, look at Miggy.
Yeah.
Years ago, they were fighting relegation.
It's a different team though. That
It's a
has the
different
Howe
squad
effect.
now.
Yeah.
The money.
We're doing this without Isaac too.
Money.
Big up Luca who's on right now. How you doing, Luca?
Big up, man. I'm good,
You go,
man.
mate.
Yeah.
He's frozen.
MK the Don. Mason, let's start with you, man.
Man, first of all, I just can't believe how much of a flip flop you are, to be honest, as a Spurs fan.
Mason,
Obviously-
be quiet,
Obviously,
please.
I understand. I'm talking, bro. Chill, please. Thank you. Obviously, I understand that you guys ain't like used to anything up there, and the lane, as you guys will call it. And you just got a
Basically
sponsorship
is.
with the Coca-Cola deal, so ain't your stadium going to be the Coca-Cola stadium now, no? But anyway, move on with that. Liverpool versus Spurs. Obviously, I feel like this is probably the only time I'm actually going to ever support Liverpool. I don't like them, as most know. But I do think it'll be difficult. I think Spurs will make it a difficult game for Liverpool.
Man,
But
why is
hopefully
my
Salah-
phone not charging?
And hold on, Spurs fan interrupting.
Hey, shut up. What trophies do you
Oh.
win in November,
Oh
man?
god.
Like,
I never said we'd win a
league,
trophy
but,
in
like,
November, mate. I never said that we'd win a
You're
trophy.
top of the league, but like,
Okay.
But
I never
anyways,
said we'll win a trophy in
anyways.
November, bro. Easy.
Big
All
up
right.
Luca. You got a comment there saying,
oh,
Luca, make sure you don't comment
talk
here.
too much, mate.
Yeah, to be
Oh,
honest, I predict that it will be.
Vieira, man.
I think it will be a 2-1 Liverpool win. I don't expect much. If you want to watch the boring teams of the English Prem right now, it's them two out the top whatevers. Tottenham played dead football, as we all know. Liverpool have been really bad this season, as we all know. Do I expect much? Not really. Do I expect Tottenham to draw a lucky win? Maybe. But I would like Liverpool to win. But end of the day, I'd be happy if it's a 0-0 draw. I won't be watching it.
Luca, how do you see this Spurs Liverpool game going? Do you think Spurs can win
For
this game?
me, I think Tottenham going to win this game, right? Because if any Liverpool fans are starting to thinking, right, oh yeah, we've got to win against Napoli, right? I think Liverpool, psychological effect, I think they're more like going for the Champions League because they know that they're at the title race. They're catching up with Man City, right? Liverpool are not playing very well. They're inconsistent this season. Tottenham, for me, are also inconsistent as well, but Spurs are very strong at home. And I think Spurs are going to win this game 2-1.
No, it might change because Klopp has just got the whatever it's called, the city of Liverpool. So you never know.
You never know in this game.
You never know.
JPT, what's your thoughts, JPT?
Look at all the answers we're getting. We're getting different answers, mostly from Ronan. But it's most.
Come
but,
on.
but let's be honest. So Liverpool have not looked good outside of UCL. It's been very shaky. Nunes has been kind of on form again. Yes, he scored in the Arsenal game, but then hadn't scored before that since the first game against Fulham. Now he's 2 goals in 5 EPL matches, and he scored in almost every UCL game. Yes, you guys did lose Son. Like Spurs did lose Son, but wasn't he also being a little bit inconsistent throughout the season too? He had a rough start, and then he scored. He got new confidence after the Leicester game. Been looking good at UCL, but I don't think you guys were even heavily relying on him. A big hit was when you guys lost Kulusevski. Now that he's back, I don't know who's gonna be playing on the left side. If it's gonna be him or Mora, but it's just gonna be either way. Difficult day for Trent all day. I think it's gonna be a 2-2 draw. You guys gotta hope that. As an outsider, I don't know how you guys feel about him, but Jed Spence, do you want to see him play? I keep hearing that name everywhere.
Yes.
He should start right over Royale. Royale's been
Anyone
shit.
start over Royale, man.
That guy can't play again, man.
Bring in a spot on
Royale's been playing worse than his dance moves before the Arsenal game. Let's be
want to
real.
get this talk going. I just want to get this talk going.
Listen, I
Mate,
think,
the
I
only
think they need to
reason-
double check Real's passport because I don't think he's actually from Brazil, but it is what it is. Manny, what do you think? How do you think the game will go with Spurs? Do you think they'll win this game?
2-1 to Liverpool. Spurs won't win. Their football is, for a team of that talent, they've got a manager playing some really poor quality football, it has to be said. And unless they can improve the quality of their football, they will not challenge for the top honours. And knowing Klopp as well as I do, he will kick his boys up the backside and tell them right now, look, it's now or never, as Alfie Bow would say. It's now or never. Go out and win.
It's now or never.
You will never play football again. I might need to come up
Are
with
you
a parody for
serious
that.
right now, bro?
Huh?
Are you serious right now, bro? That's all I got.
Yes, I am serious.
Bigford, what day you got training for Everton?
Mate, why are you talking? Nobody's talking to you.
Luca, we're talking about Arsenal. Arsenal Chelsea. You confident of Arsenal?
I came off my channel early and I did the preview myself, just finished not long ago. And for me, I'm confident we can beat Chelsea this weekend because I was at the game yesterday, right, against FC Zurich, and it wasn't the greatest performance, right? And look, our performances in the league isn't up to scratch. We're not starting games well as we did at the start of the season. But however, I'm confident we can beat Chelsea because Chelsea, for me, look, our record at Stamford Bridge, 2 wins in 11 years, right? Still isn't great. But recently we have managed to pocket Chelsea recently. We've managed to beat Chelsea. And a lot of Chelsea fans are scared of us. And they're not. And, mate, some Chelsea fans might have individual different opinions.
You're not scared of Chelsea, Arsenal, man.
It's not scared, but we gotta come at them with respect. We gotta come at them with respect. Scared is like the different type of atmosphere.
Yeah. Scared
No one can take Arsenal lightly. Any that talks like, yeah, but you guys finished 8th last year. They haven't been 8th and since last year. They've started out first and they stayed out first. Like, this team is different. But yeah, go ahead, Luca.
Look, thank you very much. But no, the thing is, I'm confident we can win this game because think about the way we're playing it at the moment. Yeah? We're the second best team in the league at the moment. We've got a very good chance of beating you guys. Look, it's going to be a tough game. Yeah? Many teams don't go to Stamford Bridge and get wins. Yeah? And it's going to be a very, very difficult test for us.
Why are you talking?
Hey, let him finish. Ronan, let him finish.
I'm confident. I'm confident we can beat Chelsea because you've got injuries, right? And we're playing you at the perfect right time, right? I know. And look at you lot. You only beat Zagreb 2-1, and you went 1-0 down.
In a game that didn't matter, though. In a game that didn't matter.
You see the game though? You saw the game? We should have scored like 8 goals, actually.
It doesn't. I mean, the point is that if that says worse about us because if we should have gone 8 and we only got 2, that's bad. But it was a game that didn't matter.
No,
but I'm confident we could beat Chelsea.
That's fair enough. Yeah,
I am because my prediction is a 2-1 Arsenal, and you've got injuries. You've got Kepa out. I've heard Koulibaly might be out. Right?
Mm-hmm. No. Koulibaly's in. He's in.
Oh,
he's gonna be playing. He's gonna be playing hurt though.
Oh, okay, so
not at 400.
Kepa's out though. Yeah, Kepa's
out. Reece James is out. Chilwell's out. Kovacic might be back.
Fofana's out.
Kante's out. Fofana's out.
Let's keep going.
I didn't realize they've got that many players out. Oh god.
Our whole defense. All of our new signings.
Oh, Martinelli.
What is your medical team?
It's a day for Martinelli. It's going to be a day for him.
It's going to be.
You guys have a worse medical team than Man United.
But what is the Chelsea defense going to be? Is it going to be Azpilicueta and Cucurella at the back?
Play 4. It's going to be hopefully it'll be Cucurella, Koulibaly, Silva, and Trev. Hopefully. I don't want to see Azpilicueta tomorrow. I don't want to see Aspie in the 4 or 3 tomorrow. Because if he's in the 4, he's gonna get cooked, man. He's gonna get cooked. He'll get cooked either way.
Ashby can't keep up with Martinelli. There were some. I mean, I forget who we were just speaking with, but they were saying, "What if Trevor starts as a right back?" I'm like, if we have to do this, I mean, we're doing the best we can with what we got at this available. Like, have him be a right back, have Silva and Koulibaly be center, which I worry about because that's another lack of speed right through there. Jesus is going to have a day then, and then left back Cucurella. Either way,
thing is, Gabriel Jesus obviously has not scored in 8 games for us, but he's been producing like other stuff, and this is why I like him, because it's not every day a striker doesn't get a goal, like goes 8 games without a goal, but is still so highly contributing in our squad, and that's what I'm liking about Gabriel Jesus. 3 assists at the weekend. I wouldn't be surprised if he assists. You know what I mean? I'd love him to get a goal though, end this drought. Like, shut a couple of pundits up.
In your honest opinion, Arsenal fans, Mason and Luca,
Yeah.
where do you guys will finish this season? Because I know a lot of fans are saying we're going to win the league.
No, we're not going to win the league. I've said that from the off right. I don't believe that we're as good as City. I think we're not. No one is at this right moment. They're just absolutely fantastic. They've got Haaland. They've got other players like Kevin De Bruyne, for crying out loud. They've been allowed to get rid of players like Gabriel Jesus, Sterling, Zinchenko because they just can. You know, they've still got the amazing squad. So no, I don't think that we will be top at the end of the season. But I would love, like I've said it at the beginning of the season, I'm going to say it again, top 4 finish for me. I'd love a trophy as well. That's what my aim is. It hasn't changed just because we're top of the table. It's saying like, look, I just want that top 4 and a trophy. If we stay top of the table forever, how long? That just confirms that we're going to be at top 4 at the end of the season, which is all I need.
Before I get into Luca, Ronan, do you want to shout out before you go, Ronan?
Yeah, it's just Ronan Talk Spurs 6. That's really all I got to shout out. Anyways, you lot have a good day, and come on, you Spurs. That's all I got to say.
Big up, Ronan. Nah, I don't agree with the last part. Yeah, but big up. All
right,
Luca, where do you see Arsenal finishing this season?
For me, I think Arsenal are going to finish top 3 this season. Look, second will be nice, but I think we're going to get third this season because I think we're going to get Champions League football this season. I think we're going to do very well. I want us to win a European trophy, but now I've seen the teams are dropping down from the Champions League. Doesn't make me confident, but anyone can beat anyone in this competition. That's all that matters. And I think we're going to get third this season.
Manny?
4th, our squad depth is still an issue. We might not have enough money to invest in the squad in January. And unless we start taking ourselves seriously and start improving some of our own performances and getting rid of all of the complacency that has started to creep into our game, we will come a cropper very soon, and the resulting fall will be hard and deep. So I hope we will finish 4th. I still think we'll finish 4th, but I wouldn't be surprised if we end up finishing 5th and 6th and have the whole cycle starting all over again. That is my honest opinion. Yes, son, really. Because look, I mean, I can go on and on about this, but I don't have time. I'm going to hop on another stream, but just want to say thanks to...
socials?
Yeah. Twitter, Thungatherai 1981, surname and my year of birth. Instagram, Manny Thungatherai 1981, my full name and my year of birth. Where can you find me on YouTube? No channel of my own, but you can catch me right here on Oris Talks Football. Happy to be a part of this terrific community, discussing having some great debates with fans of football from all ages who believe in intelligent, top-quality discussions rather than simple banter, mindless banter, if you will. Few other channels, Del Boy Gunner TV, S Featley TV, Tony Claude Gunner TV, Danny AFC TV. Huge shout out to the Bournemouth fan channel, Up the Cherries in all departments. I'll be doing some more work with them very soon, and several others. Hanno's Coach Corner as well. In addition to doing some Premiership watch-alongs, we are also covering the current 2020 Cricket World Cup in Australia. Really good fun. I enjoy cricket a great deal, and I know that Oris has jumped on a stream one time. And I'm just happy to keep doing what I'm doing. This makes me feel in some ways as though I have some value, I have something to contribute. And I know that some people might say it might not mean too much in the scheme of things, but with November being Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, as Heidi brightly put it some time ago, any little thing that we can do that gives us some joy, that gives us happiness, we must do it. We have to pursue happiness. We have to pursue our dreams if we can. Anything to try and make ourselves smile and make other people smile. If we can do that, then let's keep doing it. Love to you all. Peace. Have yourselves a good night. Enjoy your weekend. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. And I am out.
Big up, man.
A bit,
Yeah.
man.
There you go.
Big up,
What a
man.
legend.
There you
What a
go.
legend.
Before we
Well
wrap
done,
up,
well done.
Toby, quickly give me your Spurs Liverpool thoughts, and then we will wrap up after that.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a draw because you look at both teams, they're not really in great shape. You know, they have some couple of injury problems, and I think for Liverpool, their star players are actually not in form. You know, you see Salah. Salah is not the same Salah we know previous seasons, and Trent, of course, is not really in great shape at the moment. And I think their midfield in particular, they don't really have a creative player at the moment. You know, it's really, really an issue for Liverpool. So regarding Spurs injury problems, like I said earlier, and you know, they'll miss the likes of Son, obviously, and Koveski. I think he's just coming back from injury, which I'm not sure Conte will be able to risk him. But overall, I think it will be a tough game, and it will be 1-1, a 1-1 draw for me, a 1-1 draw.
100%. Yeah, could be a draw, but I do think Spurs will win this game. But yeah, we've discussed the top 6 games now, so we have come to an end. So let's get people to shout their socials as usual. Let's start off with Mason. Where can we find
Yeah,
you?
man. MK the Don 14 Instagram. Also started up YouTube now. Just waiting for subscribers, and I'm gonna do some bits on there. But yeah, just catch me on here, of course. Co-host. Big up Boris for letting me come on again. Big up you lot, the panel as well. And yeah, peace out, man.
Big up, man. Jonathan, where can people find you?
And fuck Chelsea.
On Instagram. You can
I thought it was
also
him for a second.
always talk football.
Well, why can't this go there?
Up the Chelsea, up the Chelsea.
There you go. Hardy, where can people find you?
Well, yeah, guys, you can follow me via HDM United Stand on Instagram if you want to follow me personally. It's HSF17.
Big up, man. Big up. Where can people find you?
Gotta do it again. Fuck Chelsea.
Yo, they timed that so perfectly. He opened his mouth and I thought he said, I was like, damn.
The timing was impeccable.
The band's is unreal, though. The band's so unreal.
Find me at the At a Time podcast. Trying to have a stream tomorrow with Arsenal and Chelsea fans, so we can let the banter go on. But I want to see some good football talk. Catch me on Oris Talks Football, of course, and on occasion, find me on Tony Claude Gunner TV. Just did one stream right now with he had Egal as a guest and Steve Makala. And yeah, let's see what's gonna happen this weekend. Up to Chelsea. Let's get at least
Up
a
to
point,
Chelsea.
please.
Big up JBT, man. Toby, where can people find you? You're on mute. Toby, you're on mute.
Sorry. Yeah.
That's fine.
You can find me on Instagram underscore MUFC Global. You know, my Man United fan channel and my personal account if you want to reach me too. Toby Mikey, TOBEMIKEY. Thanks.
Big up. And Luca, where can we find you?
Yeah, subscribe to my YouTube channel. We are back again on the channel at 9:30. We're going to be discussing about last night's game from Arsenal's Europa League match reaction from Zurich. Subscribe to the channel, Luca AFC. We are 20 away from 2.5K.
Big up, man. Big up. Make sure you guys do subscribe to the channel. We literally, anyone in the comments, you can get his channel to 2.5K by flipping tomorrow. So, yeah, if you haven't already, make sure you guys do subscribe. I'm going to big up this comment from the Traps. Big up Eric Tenag's nephew. I mean, is what it is. If I'm his nephew, then...
Forrest, I'll say something. I mean, as Manny was actually alluding to before we went, this month is Mental Health Month for men, and also, if you look logically as well, for women, both men and women are actually being affected by mental health. So, as a community, as a society, we should always be educating this. We should always be acting about preventing, reducing, and stopping suicidal rates. So we need to be better at this as well. If you look at this now, suicidal rates, considering the fact that we're heading towards Christmas, we need to be united as a community. We need to stop this anxiety and we need to stop this desolation, depression. And also, we need to be really, really driven about stopping mental health. We can't end our life no matter what.
Hardeep for Prime Minister? Who says no? Now, but big up Hardeep, man. Obviously, if you guys are struggling, then feel free to message Hardeep or myself. But yeah, man. Chap says United. Obviously, he said that. Apparently, I'm Eric Ten Hag's nephew. Well, okay then. Okay, that's fine. Traps, we will do a United stream tomorrow if you're available. I'll let you know on Instagram. Oh, we got one last comment. Who was that? Big up Hardy, the infrastructure monster. But guys, big up to everyone that has joined tonight. Big up to you guys. And we'll see you next. Well, the next stream will be United stream, and then after that could be the Chelsea.
I hope to see some of you Chelsea fans after the Chelsea Arsenal game as well. I know Jonathan's already made his reasons to get the hell out of that one. hopefully see JPT and Hanno, of course. Who fly.
This guy.
All right, guys, we pick up, man.
Fuck the Chelsea.
Fuck you. Adi Ronaldo shit.